Some new reporting this hour from the Washington Post. It says that aides to President-elect Trump are exploring tariff plans that would be applied to every country, but only cover critical imports, certain sectors. It says discussions center on imposing tariffs on sectors that are deemed critical to national or economic security. Joining us right now to talk about this and much more is Mike Allen. He is Axios' co-founder. He has a piece out yesterday saying Speaker Johnson and President-elect Donald Trump are planning on pushing what could be the biggest bill in American history, a single package that includes border security, taxes, and much more. So, Mike, let's talk through all of this, starting with what we're hearing from the Washington Post this morning. Still a lot of questions, still a lot of ambiguity about how tariffs would work, but it was a key part of incoming president's plans as he was laying them out to the American people. He has promised to follow through with this, and I guess just the idea that they are still talking about this with 2 weeks to go raises the idea that, yeah, these are going to be real, but maybe it won't be as broad as had been anticipated before.
Becky, that's exactly right. In this reporting from the Washington Post, Jeff Stein, who is the very best on this issue, this is a narrowing of what President-elect Trump had said he was going to do. So, of course, during the campaign, he talked about 10 to 20% tariffs on everything that's coming into the United States. But reality bites. The administration knows that there are concerns about inflation next year. They know that some of this could be unpopular for its effect on consumers. So they're going to keep it on all countries so that the letter of the campaign promise is met. But it's being narrowed to those critical sectors that you mentioned. And the examples that Jeff Stein gives, which all make sense, are the defense industrial complex, things that are needed to make defense weapons. These are industries that the Trump administration wants to bring back to the U.S., encourage in the U.S. Second, critical medical supplies, including syringes. And third, energy production materials that are used there. So this is still being discussed, but what we're seeing is a fine-tuning of what was said on the campaign trail. And Becky, there's going to be a lot of this. The president-elect has up like 21 sentence promises, but as those one sentence promises turn into details, they're going to change a little bit.
And I guess part of it, though, is setting the stage for negotiations on these things. As long as there's ambiguity there, it does leave room for negotiation for President-elect to get more of what he's hoping to get from other countries. I'm trying to figure out how this plays into the 25% tariffs on things from Mexico, what it means for Canada. But it just seems like this is part of the negotiation, part of the plans that will take place.
That's right. And Jeff has gotten a window into this conversation that's going on. The other huge conversation that's going on, Becky, that bill that you mentioned at the top last night, President-elect Trump confirming a reporting by Axios and others talked about one great big bill. The current plan, Becky, is for the House to wrap the whole Trump agenda. We're talking tax cuts. We're talking the energy deregulation. We're talking the border, wrapping that all up in one big bill. In my newsletter yesterday, Axios AM, we called it Mega-MAGA. And that is that all the president's top promises, they're going to try to put them into one bill on the theory that it's easier to pressure different parts of the House coalition to come to the table if it's one big Trump-branded bill. And so this, a couple things about this. One, it's like going to be a multi-trillion-dollar bill. It could wind up being the biggest bill, Becky, in American history, and it will go on for months. The earliest, sort of most optimistic time schedule for it is that it will go into late spring, but that probably means June, could mean fall. Could be the most lobbied bill ever.
You're either with him or you're against him if that's the case, but there's a lot riding, a lot at risk. It means that you could get nothing done.
No, that's the big gamble, and that's why there was a lot of debate about this strategy. And something that Axios reported exclusively is that this was finally hashed out and finally agreed to on New Year's Day in the bar at Mar-a-Lago. President-elect Trump was meeting with Speaker Johnson, who flew in for the day. Vice President-elect Vance was there. Their aide, Susie Wiles, Axios chief of staff, incoming White House chief of staff, who has a great interview up on Axios at this moment with Mark Caputo. They all discussed the pros and cons. And you're right. Like the con is, what if you wind up with nothing? The other justification for breaking it up is, could you get a quick win on the border? And even yesterday, we saw Senator Lindsey Graham saying on TV that that was pretty attractive, that the Senate, we're hearing, is concerned that if this takes this long, they're going to start getting pressure for not delivering quicker, especially on the border.
That's our